It's the 2K Sports Show.
Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is here. Say hello to the folks.
Hey, hello to the folks.
Hey, Shaquille O'Neal is here. Say hey to the folks.
Hey, what up, folks?
The NBA's...
It's the NBA on 2K Sports as we get set to before we...
Hello, Kevin. Well, Blazers head coach Terry Stotts is one of the more respected offensive minds in the game. He said, I like to give our players freedom to read the defense and make plays.
And as always, thanks, DA, that kind of unpredictability helps in some settings, can cause many matchup problems for the D.
Well, you know what this Suns team wants to do when they go up against you? They are looking to get out in the open floor and get easy baskets off transition. One of the best teams in the league when it comes to capitalizing on the break.
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. We've got DeMarcus Cousins, Mills out there with Roberson. Then there's Al-Farouq Aminu, and it's Griffin in at the 4 slot. Picked by Griffin. Here's Aminu, drains it from beyond the arc. Aminu's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. And in general, this Suns team looks to push the tempo, Greg, and play at a very high pace whenever they can.
You know, if you look over the history of the franchise, they've always been at their best when they've played that style. The Suns and that running gun mentality just seem to go hand in hand. And I think also it happens to work well with the athletes that are presently on this roster. And when I watch Eric Bledsoe, I really feel like he's at his best when he's kind of prodding a defense. So hard to keep away from the rim. When he attacks, it just opens everything else up in his offensive game.
And he misses the second one as well, so he is 0 for 2 that time. And Greg, as you said, the aggressiveness Bledsoe has going to the rim is a key for him to getting those open shots then on the perimeter.
And the team is at their best when he is in attack mode. I mean, opens up lanes for cuts as you just can't keep him out of the paint. Knows when to drop off a pass after he beats his opponent as well for an easy score.
Fires the 3. That one doesn't go. And the Trailblazers going the other way.
Yeah, they couldn't do any better than a shooting percentage in the low 30s on that night, guys, and that's pretty much a death sentence.
Yeah, that's just an uninspired performance. Didn't execute well, and even the few times they did, the shot still had a hard time falling.
Dishes it to Lamb. Cantor with a screen on Aminu. And Lamb kicks to Cantor. Lays it up and banks it in.
Yeah, good awareness there. He sees an opening and doesn't hesitate.
Well, that opening right there, that's just because the defense failed to rotate.
And Mills kicks to Roberson. Picked by Griffin. Back to Mills. There's the pass to Griffin. And the Trailblazers, another 3.
And, guys, this is what you like to see early on, gaining a little confidence from range.
Well, I wouldn't say that's his shot, but it's a shot he can make, and that really opens things up for the offense.
Cantor with a screen on Aminu. Here's Lamb. Here's Cantor. The putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Oh, big time put back there. What a great motor on this guy.
There is no one who goes after those rebounds harder. Griffin kicks to Mills. Passes it to Aminu. Jacks up a 3. That one's no good. That makes him 1 for 2. Suns trail by 4.
Well, Terry Stotts now in his 6th season as head coach in Portland. I mean, he's been a head coach for a handful of seasons elsewhere, but this is by far his longest run with a single team.
And Roberson kicks to Griffin. Makes it off the glass. Griffin's got 5 now.
It was all about his athleticism when Griffin first came into the league, but it didn't take long to see he was about a lot more than that. He's got serious skills down low.
Here we go, all alone. The finish, and the dunk by Roberson.
Well, I like that he shows no hesitation there.
Yeah, while he's taking off, no one on the other side reacts. They give up the easy points.
And that replay brought to us by Under Armour. Another Unleash Chaos moment. One of the more exciting plays in basketball. Bledsoe kicks to Cantor. Pass to Leonard. And finished off by Leonard.
And way to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket, guys, still shaking. To the inside. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. And even 3-on-3 break. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
And the key piece in one of the biggest NBA trades over the past few years. Lamb was sent by the Rockets to the Thunder in exchange for James Harden. That was a major trade.
And Lamb drops them both.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
Mills passes to Aminu. Cousins with a screen on Cantor. Here's Griffin. Again, the Trailblazers score.
Nice way to start the evening. His numbers getting calls, and for good reason.
Well, yeah, he's a guy who can carry you for stretches, long stretches in this game. You want to get him involved early and often.
And so it... And the first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. Suns trail by 6. And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. On the court right now for the Trailblazers. They've got Roberson. Griffin is out there with DeMarcus Cousins. And it's Mills. And it's Aminu in at the 3 spot.
Well, the Blazers were the surprise team in the 2016 playoffs. An unproven squad making it all the way to the Western Conference semis. And from that standpoint, last season had to be viewed as a disappointment. Well, no matter what, he's always going to be one of the most dangerous men on the court.
And it's the Suns with the ball. Coming off that loss against Philadelphia.
And really, man, they played their hearts out. Missed a couple opportunities down the stretch, and that was the difference.
Absolutely right, Greg. That's all it takes. A play here, a play there, a detail that isn't accounted for. It stings.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, guys, Kawhi Leonard has become a go-to scorer, but his focus still starts at the defensive end. He said, my mindset is the same every game. Whoever I'm playing against, I go in and try to stop their best scorer and then try to get myself going in the offensive end. Kevin?
And David, that's what you get with Kawhi. Mr. Consistency, one of the best two-way players in the game. And a lot of things just broke right for the Blazers in 2016. Other teams underachieved or were injured.
Yeah, but let's be honest. I mean, these guys have had big trades, losing an all-star like an Aldridge, losing other guys, a Batum, some of their main core guys. It's hard to keep going forward. And so now it's just about continual patience, giving this group time to figure it out.
Here's Bledsoe. Here's Cantor. Hangs in the air, and it's good on the way in. Cantor's got 6.
And he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
Picked by Griffin. Cousins with a screen on Bledsoe. And Mills kicks to Griffin. 5 to shoot. Feeds to Cousins. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Just a moment to look back at how things were last season for this team as we look at the shot breakdown for the Blazers.
And they concentrated a lot on creating open looks from beyond the arc. Player movement, finding space on the perimeter, that was their #1 priority.
Suns trail by 8. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Bledsoe kicks to Leonard. With the fadeaway. Aminu grabs the miss.
Man, right play, wrong result on that one. Generally, you knock those down.
Well, I like the decision making, though. I mean, that's a shot you want to keep taking.
Suns have gotten off to a rough start here in the second quarter, going just 1 for 5. Bledsoe kicks to Lamb. He dishes it to Cantor. to the paint. And the rejection by Cousins.
And the defensive Cousins making his presence known with the quick leaping ability which he uses to block shots.
Portland leading by 6. Mills dishes to Griffin. Aminu with a screen for Griffin. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. And the Blazers with 3 first-round picks under their control this last summer. That's where you want to be.
Definitely. Picks 15, 20, and 26 in a strong draft class. That could really help reinforce a roster.
Blake Griffin hits them both.
His free throw ability makes him tough to defend in the post. Teams can't get too physical with him.
Bledsoe kicks to Leonard. He feeds it to Cantor. The shot by Bledsoe. Nobody around. Drains the three-pointer. Bledsoe's got himself on the board with 3 there.
There isn't any player in the league who's going to pass up that shot. There was nobody near.
Stolen by Bledsoe. For the finish, and the jam by Bledsoe.
And that's such good work to make this a one-possession game. Terrific steal to get it all started.
41 seconds left to play in the first half. And here's Mills. Here's the screen. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
He better watch it. He doesn't want to pick up a 3rd foul before halftime.
Suns trail by 3. Coach is liking what he's seeing from his offense.
And guys, they put the defense on the defensive.
And Bledsoe, here we go. And the jam by Bledsoe.
A nice run they put together here to bring it a little closer.
Well, they're not going anywhere. This is still very much of a ball game because of runs like that.
Now here's Mills. Pass to Cousins. And Roberson kicks to Griffin. He got an advantage there off the pick and took it right in.
Oh, simple screen, but there was a defensive mix-up that left the man wide open.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
76% from the line a season ago. And no longer a guy you're okay to foul. Griffin's made steady improvement at the free throw line.
Blake Griffin getting it done for Portland. All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime
Hello
Show.
again, everybody. Along with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal, I'm Ernie Johnson. Time for the NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports.
Some incredible work in this one by Blake Griffin. He had 16 points and 1 rebound. What'd you think about Portland, Kenny?
Well, I think to shoot a high percentage, the offense has to be in sync. And in the first half, those guys were shit.
And that will conclude.
Well, both sides have assessed what they need to do over the break in halftime. We'll see now if one can pull out a way here in the third. You look at Blake Griffin in this game, he's been everywhere. The Suns trailing. Bledsoe is out there with Jeremy Lamb. Then it's Enes Kanter. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Portis in at the 4 slot. That's who's out there for Phoenix. Kicks it to Lamb. There's a screen by Kanter. Just 5 to shoot. For the lead. And he gets that one to go off the front iron. And it's 9 points for Eric Bledsoe. And Chris, you had a great and very long playing career. Talk about how that's prepared you for broadcasting.
I think it's prepared me for broadcasting because I have a unique take on what it takes to get ready, kind of the things that you can't be taught, kind of the war wounds, the scars that you had. I can kind of peel mine back and explain how I got them. I think that by playing for young teams, good teams, bad coaches, good coaches, by being in different situations, it allows me to explain to the fan base what a player is actually going through or maybe what play is going to happen next. So I love being able to have the technical side of it with the plays because the coaches I played for, but also being very close with some great players, understanding the mental aspect. And really, honestly, Kev, I know you're not going to, like this too well, but I work with great guys like you. So when you throw up a softball and we get to talk about something that we love, man, and you make me look great, it's easy, man, working with great teammates. You know that great teammates make you better, and you're the best point guard in the business the way you throw it and assist out there. So yeah, I've been fortunate, have good experience, and I got great teammates, and I'm having a blast doing it.
Well, you sound great. It's an honor to work with you, but I always like to take it. You always give me an answer that sometimes I don't expect, and I think that's what the fans like about your commentary.
Yeah, when I used to watch the games, and I've seen some great guys, George Blaha from Detroit, I grew up watching him. And I just love just the pure honesty of what you're thinking at that moment, and don't take it personally, because I love the game, and so I don't want to have to try to protect a thought or an old school or a group of people. If a guy plays bad and he's the best in the world, I'm going to say it, and if he made a move I've never seen, I'm just really going to say it. And so I try not to exaggerate and just say specifically how I feel, and I'm glad to be a part of a game that can fill you with so much emotion. It's easy just being yourself.
There's a screen by Cantor. There's Portis. Takes it into the teeth of the D and converts the layup. Now it's a 6-point Suns lead. Portland's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. And Greg, with Enes Kanter last season, he had to miss significant time with the broken hand, but his offensive game is something to watch when he's healthy.
He just plays hard. He provides that instant offense off the bench, a great array of post moves to pick from.
Well, over time, Cousins has worked on developing a sneaky little pump fake. I love how he makes the D fall for it right there.
And so he hits both. Greg, when you watch DeMarcus Cousins play, you can see the beating he takes in the post, can't you?
Yeah, and that's just how it goes with star centers, with the size and activity of Cousins. Just like Shaq in the sense, big bruising centers are hard to officiate. Other players can lay into them and not even make a dent, but anyone else, it would be a foul.
Leonard laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Leonard's got the lead up to 6 now for Phoenix.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
There's a screen. Griffin a screen on Leonard. And here's Mills for 3. Sinks the three-pointer. Mills has got 5.
That's a good way to boost his three-point percentage. Take advantage of some soft defense.
Here's Leonard. And he's fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming up.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
And up and down this Suns roster, there is a ton of youth. One of the younger teams in our league last season, and that was weighted with Tyson Chandler's age. A lot of young players looking to make their mark here in the NBA.
Griffin kicks to Aminu. They get it again. Chalk up 2 there.
Great hustle from Cousins there. He never stops working on that offensive glass.
Phoenix leading by 4. Now Bledsoe. 12 points for him. Over in the corner, Portis. Good, and Bledsoe gets the assist. Portis has got his 2nd bucket of the night.
And that's what you give up when you don't fight over the screen.
A lot of times your defense is your offense is your defense. This is poor decision-making right here. You can't let them have that shot. Also might have been a lack of effort.
And so it's Phoenix heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low, so many of their points coming right at the rim. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. Terry Stotts had some advice for his team. Let's hear what he had to say.
Defensively, we got to give a little more.
Hello and thanks for joining us, folks. The 4th quarter of play getting started. On the floor for Portland, Al-Farouq Aminu is out there with Griffin. And it's Mills. Then there's DeMarcus Cousins. And it's Roberson in at the 2 guard. Shoots from the baseline, and Cantor pulls it down. Cantor's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. There's a screen by Cantor. Bledsoe kicks to Cantor. Baseline J on the way. Hits the front of the rim and out.
The D pretty much taking that possession off, but the shot's off target with nobody near.
Here's Roberson, covered by Lamb. Cousins against Cantor. Cousins, no good.
That type of defense doesn't always get it done, but it does the job that time.
And there it is for him. Lamb's got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for the Suns.
He's a rangy strider, but Lamb able to beat the defense up the court and finish the play.
Cousins with a screen on Bledsoe. Mills with it. He kicks to Cousins. The feed to Roberson. Just 5 to shoot. Aminu, no one around him. Buries it from three-point range.
And guys on defense gasping for air at this point.
Well, that's because both offenses are relentless. Each side trying to close this thing out.
Down low, got a piece of it. Off the screen, and scoring with the play inside is Leonard. And the Suns lead by 8.
And he's got the athleticism and strength to be a powerful presence inside. Leonard never afraid to get in and mix it up down low.
Here's Griffin. Rebound by the Suns.
You can't be missing shots like that in the post. That'll get you a spot on the bench.
And Bledsoe has it in the corner. There's a screen by Cantor. Bledsoe kicks to Leonard. For 3. It doesn't go for him. So the Trailblazers will take it the other way. Here's Aminu. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Aminu's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Nice understanding of where to go with the pass there.
They set the pick. Bledsoe passes to Lamb. Cantor with a screen on Aminu. Here's Leonard. Another miss by Leonard. Trailblazers trail by 6. The dish to Mills. And Portland again with the bucket.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Lamb sets a screen for Bledsoe. This is the Lamb. Cantor with a screen on Aminu. Leonard inside and a missed layup.
That's how you protect the rim. Stand your ground and make him alter his release.
Roberson dishes to Griffin. And Cousins kicks to Roberson. The pass to Griffin. Takes a shot at the elbow. It's in! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Now, that is cold-blooded.
We want people to tune in, don't we? This is what they're tuning into. Big moment.
There's a screen by Cantor. Here's Lamb. Outside for Bledsoe. And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
And he commits the intentional foul. It's the first, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And so he drops them both. It's a 4-point ball game.
Clutch free throws there. That should ensure they're going home with the W.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. They trail by 4. We've got 13 seconds left in the game. Guys, what's your take?
And they're going to have to score. Quick foul. Can't waste any time here.
Well, it's a lot to talk about in this huddle. They'll also have to decide who they'll want to foul.
We've got 13 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Pass to Mills. No good from outside. And an intentional foul there stops the clock. He hits the first one, and that puts them up by 5. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 6-point ball game. Now a timeout called by Portland. They're down by 6. 6 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Guys, what do you think?
And they still got a little time to play with, so a 3 and a quick foul make things interesting.
Oh, anything's possible, but they're going to have to be perfect the rest of the way just to even have a chance.
So the Suns win it. It was a fantastic ball game, and they did a great job making sure it didn't get away from them late.
Yeah, I mean, they faced some challenges, but
Bledsoe with 48 and 9 assists. Kawhi with 36. Canner with 24. And 36. Good grief. 15 and 12 from Portis, and Lamb with 12. Off of 1 for 8 shooting. Brutal. Suns, Griffin does it all. 54 points, 9 boards. Amina with 24 and 6 and 9. Mills with 21, Cousins with 12 and 12, Roberson with 15 assists. Suns just killed him from inside. And they had a lead of 10 at one point. That's rough.